Okay, so this morning I promised you guys I was going to show you how to make blue cheese dressing the way I do it. With no chemicals, no preservatives, no additives, no nothing. Just nice and fresh. It's really easy. Couple of basic directions. Okay? So first thing we do is, this is my KitchenAid stand mixer. I use it a lot. Love the stuff. Reliable, works all the time, and it comes in handy for everything. So we're going to add 1.5 cups of mayo. Okay, and I prefer a heavy grade, or what they call a restaurant grade mayo, which is a real thin, dense mayo. As you can see right out of the container, it's a 16-ounce, 1-pound container of sour cream. Store brand is fine. Throw it in there. Scrape the edges. You don't want to waste anything if you can avoid it. Okay. And same thing, store-bought container. It's about 4 ounces to 5 ounces of blue cheese crumbles. This I pick through and I look for the most amount of the blue crumbles that you can find. The square stuff that you're going to see in here is filler cheese, okay, which is fine, you know, but I like to get as much of the blue cheese as I can as possible. Again, scrape it all in there. And now we got all that in there. Get this out of the way. Put this over here. This is one of the best gadgets they came up with. This is one of the new things they call a flex edge beater, and it's got a soft rubber edge on it. It's great for soft batters and dressings because it also scrapes the edge of the bowl, so you don't have to run in there as much with a scraper. Drop the head down, lock it in place, and we're going to put it on low. Okay, and all we're going to do is we're going to get a basic mix on that. Alright, so we're going to let that run for about a minute or two. Now, in the meantime, once we're done there, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of celery salt. Okay, and we're going to add a tablespoon of the master spice that I told you guys about. And the noise in the background is my kitten being an asshole this morning, so everybody kind of live with it because I have to. The next is a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, okay, and we're going to add a teaspoon of Frank's hot sauce. Now I use Frank's because it has more flavor than Tabasco does. Okay, it's not just hot. I don't want just hot, I want that background flavor. Now this is for a traditional buffalo wing sauce, for your buffalo blue cheese. And then 4 ounces of chives. Okay, because if you're going to do wings, the only way to do them if you're doing buffalo style is to do with blue cheese dressing. Again, we're going to mix that up. We'll speed it up just a little bit here. The other nice thing is once you get used to this, you can kind of control the speeds on your own instead of just using the locks. So I can adjust it the way I want it to do. We're going to let that mix in. And now I'm going to unlock the head and I'm going to lift it up slowly so that it kind of cleans the blade off. And then we're going to shut it down. Okay. Now I don't have any big goobers hanging off of it. I can just scrape it off. Get the excess in there. Make sure you get all the blue cheese off of it. Okay. Because some of the blue cheese will stick to the blade, but that's okay. That's what you got your scraper for. Get that knocked off and in there. And that, as easy as it looks, is all there is to making homemade blue cheese dressing. Now, I use that basic mix, except the blue cheese, the Worcestershire, and the hot sauce, for almost all my cream dressings. Okay? And what you come off with is something about this thick. Now this is for wings. If you want to make it for a dressing, what you're going to do, and my wife likes it a little bit thinner, and hang on one second here. Can't believe I forgot to grab a towel. Life happens. Alright, now, We're going to put the paddle back on, and I'm going to show you what I do to thin it out just a little bit. Now, you can do this either way. You can do it with heavy cream, half and half, or milk to keep the calorie count down, because it's kind of high as it is anyways. I'll put it on low, and I'll add in about a half a cup of milk. Okay, and I'll pour it in kind of slow, and then give that a chance to mix around. And the milk is what you're going to use, or the cream, depending on what you use, to thin your dressing. So you can make it as thick or as thin as you want. You can make it a dip, you can make it a dressing, and you can make it a real light thin dressing. Okay, again, we're going to unlock it, lift it up a little bit so the paddle cleans off, shut it down. Now don't lift it up too far, because sometimes the paddle will catch on the edge of the wall. And we're going to scrape all that good blue cheese off of there again, because we don't want to waste it. Okay, and lift it up, take it off, peel it off, and that, now you have a little bit thinner, and that's your blue cheese dressing. Now if you want thinner than that, you can do it thinner. That's not a problem. It's up to you. You'll see that I have the ingredients written down on our Facebook page. You can find them all written out there on an earlier recipe that I did for blue cheese dressing. But I wanted to catch up and do the video for you so that you could see it. Alright, thanks for coming to Black Watch Cooking School, and we'll see you guys again soon. Thanks. Bye.